that just got disrespected and done wrong in the worst way. We got another one from Poetic Flacco, and he's talking about the hate that CENAT actually gets on a regular basis. Without further ado, let's dive in.
It's getting out of control. What I witnessed today, going down this rabbit hole, makes me super uncomfortable. Super uncomfortable. It's the most unexpected people who are hating on CENAT. CENAT recently had the CEO of Twitch on. Now, if anybody on earth owes CENAT a lot, it's the CEO of Twitch. CENAT is keeping your platform alive single-handedly, damn near, okay? If there's any man on earth who needs to be sending CENAT a Thanksgiving card, a Christmas card, a New Year's card, a card for any occasion, a birthday gift, it should be the CEO of Twitch, right? CENAT is literally saving your job, bro. Now, he was recently on CENAT stream, and while on the stream, they were discussing the Mount Rushmore of streamers on Twitch. Now, obviously, all right, he played nice in the presence of Kai, okay? He said everything that Kai wanted to hear, and he played like a good boy, as he should, because you don't want to offend the biggest streamer on your platform, somebody who literally, if they decided to leave, your career is over, okay? So he played nice. That's until he left the stream, and then he started kicking CENAT's back in. Pause.
Your personal.
Ooh. Mount
Your opinion.
Rushmore streamer. So now, because you have to go back in time, right? Okay. So obviously Kai's there, right? And if you're going to Mount Rushmore streamers, obviously I think Ninja.
Okay.
Has to be there, right?
Yep.
Those are two easy ones. As always with these things, sometimes the first two are easy, and then I think you probably put Pokey there as, you know, in other words, as a female streamer. If you go back in time, there's so many, you know.
Listen, I've seen some of the clips already of what this guy actually has to say, and he's just capping to Kai right here, because as soon as he went off the stream, what he eventually did was basically say that CENAT is not there, and yes, he's an honorable mention, but he's not making it to the big boy leagues. And in reality, CENAT is the biggest streamer that, you know what I mean, like, the guy was actually accurate in saying that if CENAT just decided to up and leave Twitch, then the platform isn't gonna like just destroy itself tomorrow, not. But the thing that's gonna happen is that a lot of the money that's going towards the platform is gonna go away, and this guy's job for sure is definitely gonna be taken away, because when you're a CEO of a platform, you and your success is measured within quarters. It's not like, for example, how it used to be back then where you could be a CEO for a long period of time. Nah, it's actually measured in what success have you brought to the company in this quarter, in the second quarter, in the third quarter, in the fourth quarter. If you're not measuring up to the success that the previous CEO has had, then we're getting rid of you. Do you know what I mean? So the fact that he's doing this is just, it makes no sense to me, man. And I've had some people, like, I've watched some content pieces out there. Some people are saying it's because obviously that Kai is, you know, he's a black person, etc. I don't necessarily believe it's that, but I'm still trying to figure out what the reason is, and hopefully this video can explain to me, and hopefully we can find a conclusion by the end of the video anyways.
Yeah, there's so many now. It's tough for me to pick another person now, if that makes sense. You know, actually, I'll throw, I mean, the other person now, obviously, that is trying to change it like you with Speed, right? And, you know, because he's constantly much like
as a CEO, you should know off the top of your head, okay, these are the people that have brought, you know what I mean, a lot of benefit towards the platform. It makes no sense. You got people like, for example, I'm not even into the streaming bag like that. I only started getting into it when I started reacting to it, obviously based on this channel. And off the top of my head, I can automatically mention people like XQC, people like Pingu as well, people like Kai, of course, has to be there. People like Ninja, I understand why, of course, you would say that, because at one point he was the biggest streamer. Do you know what I mean? So these are different people that you need to just have at the top of your head. It's like me as a music producer, someone saying, okay, what are your top 5 music producers of all time within this specific genre, or just in general? I'll be able to list it for you. So it makes no sense as to why this guy does not actually know. And you can just tell by his body language as well that, I don't know if he's uncomfortable, whether he just kind of understands that he's just capping here or what, but it's just, I don't know, bro. It's ridiculous.
They so fake, yo. You see how he playing nice, telling CENAT, man, you on my Mount Rushmore. Even Speed is on my Mount Rushmore, right? I hate to say he pandering, because they deserve it. Of course they Mount Rushmore Twitch streamers. In terms of speed, y'all banned Speed, and Speed still came back as the biggest. But he sat and played nice like a good boy because he understand Kai got the motion, bro. Right? And none of them other boys you like got more motion than Kai.
Impossible.
Then he leaves Kai's present, right? Starts talking to his real friends, the real people he like, right? That community, because they don't, Twitch don't really vibe with the WL community. Twitch don't really vibe with the black streamers like that, bro. That's just a fact. I hate to put race in it. That's just a fact, right? They police us differently. He goes to his real community and he flips the entire script, right? And starts kicking Kai's back in.
It probably should be more historical.
Yeah.
In other words, Kai is big now, but arguably it's like, now he asked me, so I had to put him on there. But arguably it's like, look, you're great, but...
Bro, what? What do you mean, bro? What? Oh, my days. What do you mean? It's like people cannot just admit that someone is doing well and give them their flowers, bro. I don't understand it, bro. And this is the reason why you guys see, like, if you guys follow me on all my other platforms, it's Okiki Beats across all socials. I give people flowers openly, and I don't care whether, it makes me look like a beg or anything like that. It's like, look, if someone's doing well, you need to applaud them. It's similar to, for example, I've said multiple times and time again, in fact, my first video, if I'm not mistaken, I was bigging up Bouncer. Here in the UK, I believe he's going to be one of the biggest and best people within this space in terms of giving commentary, etc. Right? And he still gets flack every single day for it. When it comes to music, for example, if I see an artist that's doing his thing, he might not have a lot of following, for example, but I remember there was an artist, for example, he was just bubbling up, and then I must have reposted him saying that, yo, I have my money on this artist. I believe he's going to be the next person. All of a sudden, because I have obviously big people following me, they're now checking in for the artist. Bro, it costs nothing to give people flowers, especially if you're the CEO of a platform where you're sitting directly in front of the guy that's literally bringing clout to your platform. Oh my days, makes no sense.
You can't be on the Mount Rushmore yet.
See, he asked me, so I had to put him out there. Not the fact that he's the biggest streamer in the history of Twitch. Not the fact that he's been running stuff for 5 years now. Not the fact that he got 1 million subs. Not the fact that he brought LeBron James to your platform and got 1 million live viewers breaking the record. No, he was only on there because he asked me to be on there. Yo, you see how them folks do us, bro? Do you see how these folks do us, bro, when they're not in our presence?
Look at your big speed, Kai, queso.
Right.
When there's soda.
Well, initially when I was doing it, because of course part of it is you just don't remember people. And initially I mentioned Speed, and then I was like, oh no, and I swapped Speed out for Queso.
Yeah.
Okay. But of course all the idiots on
Queso I understand, but you got Ninja and Pokimane above Kai, above Aiden, above Speed.
Not even Aiden,
race, to be honest, because Aiden deserves to be on the Mount Rushmore as well. But my thing is this, bro.
Yo, you see Aiden, Aiden Ross. His thing is crazy. His thing is legendary. Like I don't tune into all of the stuff that he does, right? But whenever I tune in and actually see what he's doing in terms of his community, etc., it needs to be studied. Let's be real. And in terms of wealth, when it comes to streamers as well, and who's actually making the most money as well, listen, crazy.
Go that way, then don't say it. Right? Yo, say it with your chest. What you mean? Oh, he asked me, so I had it. Nah, say it with your chest.
Nah, bro.
And let Kai know there's literally nothing Kai could do to be on a Mount Rushmore. He's been on Twitch long enough, bro. Kai been on Twitch for about 5 years now. He's been on Twitch long enough, bro. Ninja at his peak couldn't F with Kai.
And the thing is, this is just frustrating me, man. Like, he's been on there for 5 years and he eventually became the biggest on the platform. And you got people that have been on there for 10 years, 15 years, etc., and they're not as big. Like, what's going on here? Why are you not just admitting that Kai is the best at this game? Like, it makes no sense. Give the guy his flowers. Like, bro, usually I don't really care about stuff like this, but when I see people not getting their flowers, that's when I kind of feel rubbed the wrong way, because it just doesn't make any sense. The amount of work that people are doing, the fact that he's just done, another Mafia Fun, and in that, he's literally broken records and brought like exactly what bro's saying. He brought LeBron James to your platform. Do you feel like any other person could have been able to do that? Like, oh, bro.
Ninja at his peak ain't never had no million subscribers and never brought no LeBron James. Man, cut it out, man. Ninja, a lot of his success was kind of sponsored, to be honest, bro. A lot of his huge events were sponsored to be. Kai did this shit by himself, grew his team, did it grind. And if we want to even take out the numbers, right? Let's take a look at the loyalty. Ninja at his peak was driven by the paper, by the money. And that's why Ninja fell off. Because Ninja did a lot of BS, right? Sold out his brand for the paper. Kai CENAT had an opportunity to go to Kick for almost $100 million. And Kai CENAT chose to be loyal to Twitch because he felt like that was the right thing to do. He ain't want to go to Kick and start gambling and turn on a platform that helped build him up. Kick offered Kai CENAT $65 million to bring his first Mafia-thon, no, his second Mafia-thon over to Kick to dual stream. Kai said, no, I can't do that. I want to stream on Twitch.
And what did he get back from that? Like, that's the reason why sometimes I just think to myself, like, in 2025, is there much thing as loyalty anymore? And people recognizing when people are integral as well. Is that even a thing anymore? Have we gone past that? Is that, do you know what I mean? It makes no sense to me. Because at the end of the day, I've already said it, but at the end of the day, the guy has done so many things for the platform, and the platform has not recognized him. It's similar to, for example, in hip hop, right? How you got a lot of artists, you got a lot of producers, you got a lot of people that do things that are record breaking. But when it now comes into conversations of, okay, who's going to get the accolades and who's going to get the rewards and who's going to go down in history, etc., for some reason, certain names always get left out of the conversation. Makes no sense to me. And naturally, yes, it's not all about the fame and the clout that you get, etc., but it's being recognized for the works that you do. There is no professional in any industry that will not be happy to receive a reward for the hard work that they've actually put in and receive the credit for the hard work that they put in as well. Why can't he get his flowers? It all returns back to that, and I don't understand it.
That loyalty gets you disrespect by the CEO of Twitch. That's all it gets you at this point, bro. Because, understand this. The numbers, like the sponsorship and how Twitch makes their money is based on the traffic that's coming to the platform. The amount of people on the platform, now the viewers are distributed across the streamers on the platform, but you want a lot of traffic to the platform. If Kai CENAT gave Mafia-thon 3 to Kick, he's still hitting 1 million subscribers. Understand that. He's still hitting the million mark.
100%.
But you bringing LeBron James over to Kick, you bringing 1 million people, you bringing that traffic to Kick, it would have been bad for Twitch. And Twitch ain't YouTube, by the way, right? Because people get that misconception. Twitch ain't YouTube, all right? Twitch can't afford to just ish on Kai and ish on these other streamers. Asmongo, a really popular streamer on Twitch, he broke it down that the traffic.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the owner of Kick, if I'm not mistaken, and there was another guy, maybe the guy that this guy's literally just mentioned, yeah? He was talking about when you actually look at the numbers, Twitch is in a very, very sticky predicament because if they're not careful, they can lose the power that they have as a platform. Because the amount of people that's actually coming in, and also the botting issue that that happened the other day where they said, you know what, we're gonna remove all the botted accounts off of followers, and you realize that 50%, we're talking 50% of people that are on Twitch, and even some of the biggest creators as well, were all botting or had been botted. And the reason why this was the case is because it's almost as if though people were incentivized to do it. If you got botted streams and the numbers being inflated, naturally what's going to end up happening? It pushes you up into the features or the I'll just say the FYP of Twitch, right? Just in case I don't know the name of it. It pushes you up so that you get noticed by new traffic coming into Twitch. And that's how the biggest creators basically got to their position. Do you know what I mean? So they're in a very tricky predicament right now. If Kai would literally say, you know what, I want to head off the platform and just stick to YouTube or go over to over to Kick, etc., it's going to increase and accelerate the downfall of Twitch if they're not careful. So why can't you just give the guy flowers and appreciate your creators? I don't understand this, bro. I don't understand it. And creators always get slacked for the hard work that they do, bro. Like, just give them the flowers, bro. Damn.
That comes on Twitch ain't really like that. Like, Twitch is a dying brand already.
In mind, this is with Kai's Mafiathon,
It was this
where
guy.
he streamed non-stop
It was this guy that broke it down. It was actually this guy.
to over 100,000 viewers for the majority of the time, and he had LeBron James on that gave him like literally 1 million viewers. So keep in mind, all that allowed them to do was tread water and get equal to the month that was before that. I think Twitch is dying. I do. I this is so bad. Like, if you look at these numbers, like, this is average is 1.618, right? This is before COVID, 1.638. So it might actually be going below COVID. Oh my. Wow.
It's not looking good, is it?
Oh my f***ing God.
There are other companies.
It's not looking good. But my people, them, brought the message. I've said it multiple times, right? Give people their flowers. Give people their flowers. CENAT is the biggest streamer that we have. Give him his flowers. Don't be saying, oh, I have to say it because I was in front of Kai. What's wrong with you, bro? Do you know what I mean? People like that remind me of like secondary school teachers or like people that I would have to work with in certain environments that to your face, they're very nice and they're like, oh, but behind your back, guess what they're saying? All sorts of BS, you know what I mean? That should not run. And I thought as if the Kai should definitely have some sort of response. Or, because to be honest, Kai's a better man than me. And I need to learn from Kai because the way he responds to things, the way he articulates himself on certain matters and etc., like, it's very, very mature. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, but there needs to be some sort of something coming from Kai, maybe a response or a video or him commenting on it so we can actually, actually understand where his mind's at. Do you know what I mean? It's very discouraging for creators, man. Can't lie, man. My people, them, if you enjoy this one, make sure to like so it gives it a boost in the algorithm. Other than that, I'll make sure to see you guys in tomorrow's video. Comment your thoughts down below as well.